The thing I love about doing a bar like this of any kind is you are still cooking for food restrictions, which is one of my big things. You want to cook for the people that you're feeding. And this allows everybody to make the food that applies to them, the thing that is best for them. They get to really enjoy the experience all together from the same spread of food. Hey everybody, welcome to Chris Cooks. Today is hot dog day. This is embarrassing. Is it? No. Say it loud, say it proud. Hot dogs are my favorite food. That's just how it is. Today we are feeding our team for lunch, and so we are doing a hot dog bar for everybody. I'm going to show you some of my favorites. We'll make a couple of toppings as well. Let's get to it. First of all, hot dogs, of course. This is subjective. Get whatever kind is your favorite. These ones are boar's head. I love the uneven shape. The flavor of them is really good, all beef. We have a few fresh things, of course. I'm gonna slice up some tomatoes, slice up some serranos. I prefer serranos over jalapenos, just a little bit more of a kick. Chop up some fresh sweet onion, a Vidalia onion. And then I have full green lettuce leaves. Green lettuce leaves work perfect for like a gluten-free bun. This is my Chipotle chickpea crisp. I will link to the recipe down below. This is good on top of everything, and so I always have it out anytime you want to top something. A variety of mustards, and then I also make a honey mustard out of a spicy brown mustard. You will see mayo represented on this in two ways. First of all is a sriracha mayo, and second will be an elote corn salad that we're gonna make as a topping. I'll show you how that one comes together. Grillo's pickles, pickle de gallo. This stuff is so good. To me, a hot dog is made so much better by pickly things. Gotta have pickles. Sauerkraut. This specific sauerkraut is my favorite. The garlic dill pickle, or garlic pickle sauerkraut. This is from Cultured Traditions. Kimchi. Now this one's a little bit further out there. This is more niche, but if you like sauerkraut and you want like a little bit of spice, try opting for kimchi as well. It is phenomenal on a hot dog. We've got a couple more just finishing condiments that I have. Truff green hot sauce, Yellowbird, their sriracha, and then I have CW Dressings sweet date hot sauce. These three are just for drizzling, as well as bone-sucking wing sauce. Fly by Jing, their zhang sauce is so much flavor, and it goes great on everything. We also have mango pineapple pico de gallo, pickled red onion. Don't forget that, we have the fresh onion, but you also want some pickled red onion. And then celery salt. This may seem like an odd one, but this is basically just like a flavor enhancer. First thing we're gonna make is just a simple classic coleslaw. No frills, very simple. When you're doing coleslaw, I prefer to just make the dressing directly in the bowl that it's gonna go into. So start with mayonnaise. This is about 1/3 cup. Instead of vinegar, I prefer just fresh lemon juice. So we'll do 1/4 cup there. Sugar, this is gonna be also about 1/3 cup. Pinch of salt, a little finely ground, fresh cracked black pepper, and then whisk it together. Just whisk it until the sugar crystals break down. I'm using a shortcut for this slaw, just shredded cabbage, angel hair, and we'll gently toss. As a side dish, great. As a topping for a hot dog, phenomenal. The next two things I'm gonna make is a vinegar slaw, so it's not cream based, but has just like a sweet vinegar over it, and then the elote salad. First I'm gonna start grilling the corn so we can get a jump start on that. Grilling corn, very simple. Take corn, grill it. The grill's like medium high to high. It's pretty hot. I've got it over a cooler spot in the grill, and then as it cooks, I'll just rotate it. The next slaw, let's make it. We're basically taking the simple syrup approach, doing equal parts vinegar and sugar to create our sweet vinegar. I have a lemon here, so I'm gonna add that as well just for kicks. Whisk this till all of the sugar dissolves. A little more sugar. Equal parts sugar and acid. So because I added the lemon juice, I needed additional sugar. Probably ended up being about 1/3 cup of each. Do a pinch of salt. Cut in half. Cut out the stem. Start with half a head. And we'll go from there. Toss in the vinegar. Great. Just slowly developing some color. A little black pepper, sesame seeds, probably 1.5 teaspoons. Now that, as a topping, that just wakes it up. So good. And also great as just a side on its own. The corn's still cooking, so let's make our honey mustard. You can make a honey mustard with any mustard that you want. I do like something that's a little more spicy. And when I say spicy, I just mean pungent. It's not like spicy, but about 1/3 cup of that. We'll start with about 2 tablespoons of honey. That's perfect. So good. That's getting real close, so we can start prepping the other parts of the elote. For this to start, we're gonna do about 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, maybe 1/3 cup. The zest of 1 lime, probably ends up being about 1 teaspoon. Gonna add the juice of that lime. Looking good already. Not traditional, but I'm gonna add just a little bit of honey to this, just to balance it out. Probably 1 teaspoon, 1.5 teaspoons. Corn, move it up top. The hottest part of the grill is right up top, so I'm moving it directly into that heat so that it can just really cook all the way through. And the heat up there is very even. Cilantro, you want a good amount of cilantro for this. So this is probably 1 cup of leaves, and we're just gonna chop it up really finely. The other ingredient that we have that we'll add after the corn is cotija cheese. This is kind of like a Mexican Parmesan a little bit. Very crumbly, salty. Tajin. This is gonna be about 2 teaspoons, close to 1 tablespoon. I'm gonna add my cilantro. Just a little bit up from the stem where it bulges out. Just cut through that and then peel down. It'll bring all of the fuzz perfectly clean. Look at that. This is cooked corn. Ow, it's perfectly cooked. It's not charred though, so we're gonna put it on the grill and get it a little char. It doesn't need to be on there long. This is screaming hot. The char has developed on the outside. It's looking good. I don't want a lot, just a little bit. Cutting corn, large, low side bowl, smaller bowl upside down, just right on top. All right, once mixed, we add the cheese. We'll start with 2 or 3 tablespoons. Yo, that is bonkers. When I'm cooking hot dogs on the grill, I actually prefer having them up in the hot area instead of directly on the grill grate. So I'm gonna lay them all out here, close and cover, then we'll go back through, rotate them. They should only take about 5 minutes to cook. And this is my hot dog bar. I opted for keeping the mustards in the jars. There's just such a small amount and the jars look cool. I like having variety of containers, heights, flavors. The thing I love about doing a bar like this of any kind is you are still cooking for food restrictions, which is one of my big things. You want to cook for the people that you're feeding. And this allows everybody to make the food that applies to them, the thing that is best for them. They get to really enjoy the experience all together from the same spread of food. Make this for a whole bunch of people that you care about. Take care.